overlook any messes, though somebody did some light cleaning earlier today. Oh, I don't know if it was on purpose or by accident. Well, I mean, I emptied that out earlier, used the last of it to make more lemonade. I'm about to water something. This inadvertently become a water pitcher because it had some metal stuff in it on the front porch, and it put the rust in there. I don't even know if bleach would get that out. I mean, I like the pitcher. I like gallon-sized pitchers. She left that. I'm not used to this, or even where it come from or anything. And somebody that did some cleaning. I did get a 4-pack of that. First time to buy in a while, unless I'm at a particular store where you can get a 12-pack. I've been trying to take, I don't know how to explain it. I've been trying to offset some of my spending in an unnecessary format. And I've had an opinion of instant coffee regardless of the brand. I don't know. I don't know. I think I like the percolated version of that or not, be it Maxwell House or that. You know, not that I've had both. I think the plastic containers are good to keep. You know, say you've got unshelled peanuts. You want to put them in a refrigerator or freezer, or put sugar in it. Now, for me, it's the sugar. I should have one full of sugar. And it even says it, and a woman wrote it, and I was already putting sugar and stuff like that. And the other day, I had a little ant thing going on. Yes, that's some ants. I don't think they normally can get in there. It's not going to kill anything. And the only reason I did, the only reason I have sugar, unless somebody's here enough to make, like, sweet tea, I primarily have it for the hummingbird feeder. Bought a couple of those. I haven't had this in a while. I thought I was going to be getting the tombstone. I just randomly bought something, and I was trying to be cost efficient to have my so-called some of my bachelor food. Oh, where is it in the bag? Some neat stuff I got, and I meant to give some of it to her. Where did she put it? Will I be able to find it? I hope this don't mess up the video. It's going to be in the bag in the refrigerator. Yep, I even tried it. I meant to give one of them to her. I haven't tried it. I didn't even know the name of it. I was reading the deal. I was reading 100% real cheese. I bought some random stuff. I was going to eat one of them on the way back. Before I got this, and I still haven't eaten mine. I've had it set in the microwave until I started this camera. And cheese and crackers is always a good snack. It just is a simple snack, and you're getting your protein from both. Well, I don't know about that, but and that says tops with sea salt. And she said she was going to go see a certain somebody, or potentially would. And I was like, well, call her, ask her if she needs anything. Does she need a loaf of bread? I mean, I bought them today. I just pulled this out of the freezer last night. I have no more loaves of bread in my freezer. I'm trying to keep this basic stuff, whether it's cheap, healthy, or not, just on hand. It's smart. She should have grabbed that. I had her get one of these out and fill up. Huh. It's funny. If I were to articulate that memory. I prefer that reason. There's lots of stuff. I mean, it's like, I don't even want to be in the room when it is sprayed. I mean, it'd be from perfumes, cheap, alcohol-based perfumes. It can bother my nose a little bit. I mean, I almost don't even like the smell of the typical hairspray with alcohol in it. Whatever brand. Suave, whatever. Hummingbird feeder. I come in, everything, I guess, from the recent rain this morning. I was seeing this wilting. It's not even really, it's really just a weed that's there, in my opinion. I don't even know what this is. If that is poke salad, it's similar. This is pretty much dry. I was going to water it. It's the only one that's been putting out the bloom. But I'm still letting them other ones go, grow, the morning glories, with what I call weeds. Letting them grow with the weeds. maybe I can force myself to set these tomato plants out. Something I've wanted to do, I've thought of in the years past and never done it. If I had a grow lot for plants, one of those, at least a 4 foot long, however wide, couple feet wide grow lot. I'd like to do a tomato plant or a couple of breeds of tomato plants all year round indoor. I've thought of it years ago, but never done it. I've never really had the grow lots. I'm putting out little tomatoes. I'm ashamed of my own self. I've had them like a month. 2 different kinds, but both. I've even given away a couple of trays, a couple of 6-packs farther back. I thought I was going to put a row of them there. I still may. Even though they got stunted. I don't know how many years I've had that, but I think I bought that new somewhere, not used. And it surprised me reading on it the other day. It basically, I'm just going to go by memory. It basically, I was thinking, oh wow, it's waterproof. It's not exactly, because I would read watertight case, but it's somewhere it says basically like crush resistant. Yeah, it says watertight and crush resistant. But it says on there somewhere it's not recommended for it to be submerged underwater. I don't get that. I don't get the reasoning on that. Where did I lay that cordless? I got a phone ringing there. I got a phone ringing. They like to call whenever I turn on my camera. I guess I'll prove it, whatever. Whoever that is. They commonly will do it when I'm texting or on a phone. I started realizing somewhere in the first half of 2021, I think they have the abilities to tie into phones, to tie into cameras. Like a big, if it's a big financial or international financial institution, they got all kinds of abilities in the technological world with technology. This is an easy to root plant. I need another of that. A lot of things I need to do to my plants. I don't know why if it's really them calling, why do they not, if they're this big, I guess they're losing a lot of money. I guess they're about ready to go bankrupt or something. Why do they not send me something certified U.S. mail? If they're that serious, if they want to explain something to me and it be short and sweet, maybe it's one-sided. They want it in their world. They want it in their online world. Maybe that's how it is. I'm only left to speculate. I've had so many things happen in the past 2 years, I don't know what to think. But there's been many common denominators to many different things. Temperature. Good brand of multi-purpose 2-stroke motor oil. Good brand too. I don't know how long I've had that. Brake fluid. But it's almost, if people are driving vehicles that are Chevrolet, GMC, or even what I get involved in, it's almost good to have it on hand. And I've heard, I don't know really from experience, but somebody told me many years ago, you do not want to spill brake fluid on the body, the paint of the vehicle. I don't know, I've not seen the results of it, but somebody acted like it was pretty bad. Or that's not something you want to accidentally spill or get on a vehicle that you care about and care about the paint job or the outside of the vehicle. I don't know. I mean, they made it sound like brake fluid that way more so than motor oil. Anyway, is it a type of hydraulic fluid? I would think so. I mean, that's what power steering is. Transmission fluid is. Not manual transmission, gear oil, but automatic transmission fluid. It's all a type of hydraulic fluid. Kind of like when you see the bucket of a tractor moving up and down. That's hydraulic fluid. Same for an excavator, track hoe, whatever. Anyway, after 7 p.m. on the 6th day, 6th month, year 2022, I gotta put some water in this. And I'd like to know the name of that. I worked, there was 2 of them. No, it needs water too. I didn't know that was so dry. I'd like to know the name of it. I worked with the other stuff, my own stuff. A certain somebody earlier this year gave away, she's the one at my election, out of the bigger pot, out of the bigger aloe vera. I said, why don't you separate the smaller ones? And she ended up doing it so many hours later that day. And I actually think I gave her money for it. Somebody I dated from like summer 2018 to 2019. And I even made it as a comment, and I think I stuck with it, because she kept trying to wanting to make money online with a particular thing, an entity that you would make money by doing something online with. And I'm like, instead of I think they're just testing you, or testing your IQ. You keep messing on that phone, or blah, 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 and doing this and doing that, and attempting to, and I'm like, you're going in the negative. She's like, I don't know how I set this up, but I'm now like negative $5 and something, or negative $8 and something. I'm basically like saying, woman, I point, whatever this was in at the time, it wasn't that pot. I'm like, I'll give you $20 to separate these out. I'm like, and I'm glad they expand. I've learned a little bit that aloe vera can be hard to grow. And again, I've said it somewhere else. Elephant ears. It's got another leaf coming out. It would be already so much bigger if this stuff I need to pull out and just get rid of. I got enough of that. If that is poke salad, I think it is, but to me, there's something trickery. I don't think it is. If it is, it's just not what I'm used to. I'll just say this as an ending note. Because sometimes I'd have to cut some off with scissors when it was bigger. And I would put it like in a container. You all right, Jasmine? She's like, I'm just laying back from being at the river. She's like, I sniffed out some trails. I circled around. I swam. Anyway, I would have, from time to time, I would cut the stalk off, put it in a container in my living room, and just let the leaf go. It'd be like one that's going to die anyway. And one day, I'm looking, because I was confusing it. I said in the other audio, I was confusing aloe vera with the elephant ear. I said it backwards. I hope I remember. If I do upload that, I hope I correct that. Because, I'm thinking, I confused it with aloe vera. You break that open for sunburns or whatever type of burn. It can be good. You can break open, I don't know what that's called. A stem of it. It's not a leaf. It's not I don't know. It's not a stalk. Like, this is more of a stalk that goes to the elephant ear. It's not a branch. I don't know. I think it's in the cactus family, a succulent family. Cacti, I don't know. Well, anyway, a number of years ago, after one was freshly cut, I see it's got a substance on it, and it looked a little crystallized, whatever, and I just barely lick it. I'm like, I'm just wondering if it's got a taste, because I'm taught, like, does it got a smell? Does it got a taste? Let's check it out. I'm not necessarily going to eat it. No. That's too dangerous. Anyway, I had not a clue. After licking just the base of the stalk, within 5 minutes, less than 10 minutes later, within 5 minutes, my tongue, my lips are burning and hurting. And I found out this was the cause. And so typically the problem was like kids, like 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, above toddler age, and maybe pets. But then again, I'm kind of like a wildlife nature guy anyway, so I kind of I just left the river. I don't know how many bug bites I got on me right now. These watches, I guess, typically outlast the wristband of the wristwatch, Timex brand watch. I'm feeling a splinter in my foot. A thorn, something. Oh, I don't go on the riverbank barefooted, really. Certain sections of my yard, I do not go barefooted. Hearing the birds. Been seeing some cardinals, male and female, on and off for days. Earlier today, a bird the type of bird that was getting on the porch, like in spring 2000 and late spring 2019, was doing it today. We even light on this sideways. I think it's the type of bird that can walk sideways on a tree. It's a little brown bird, brownish. It's the type. There goes a cardinal, a red one, about to light. Bam. Can I zoom in on it? I'll lose the screen. It's walking up there. Anyway, there's a cardinal on. I need another camera. I can't find it in the screen, but let me point. Nope, that's not going to work. It's up there. Wait, I can find the branch. Well, let me prop up on the porch real quick. Not quit. There's a branch blocking it if I look at that way. The dead branch is blocking it. I was wanting to lean up on this to be steady. It's moving. Don't show the color of it well. But it's a red male cardinal. They're not the type of bird that I know of. They can't, only certain birds can go vertical. Not horizontal, I'm talking about vertical, on the side of a tree bark. This little brown bird can do it. I guess like a woodpecker. What's it chasing? The female? The lighter one? They're doing something. A mating ritual, I can't see the other bird. If it's a female, they're doing something. And I think cardinals mate for life. Which state does the little deal of the cardinal bird? It's not Arkansas, is it? I used to know, but I forgot. Not that it really matters. But I mean, I like cardinals. I mean, well, why would you want to shoot a cardinal bird? You know, I mean, who would? I never have in my life, and thank God. Only so many types of birds I've killed in my lifetime. One blue jay that I remember. Oh, let's not get into that. Yeah, but only so many. Anyway.